Last week, we were talking about the issue of people receiving SMS alerts and how that triggers and light up their face. I always ask, is this the power of money?
Money gives you a sense of significance and relevance. Money is like a trigger. It's a good trigger and it's a bad trigger. Money is a stress reliever. Lack of it gives you stressor. Some people don't want to hear about financial planning. They don't believe in it.
My father did not have a financial plan. He owns a house. That's what people will tell you.
But did he scale beyond that? They will even tell you that the Lord's Prayer is give us our daily bread. So when today's bread is over,
we'll ask for another one.
Exactly. So
what's the implication of that?
Oh my goodness, it's just like
How do you make money when your mental health is destabilized? How do you even manage the money, let alone multiplying it? Hello, Your Excellency. It's the Money Mindset with Razak. And today we will continue the conversation around money and mental well-being. I've still got my amazing, enigmatic guest in the house, in person of Mr. Sese. How are you doing?
I'm well. Thank you.
Good. I love the way you say I'm well, because it really shows how your state of mind is. The last week, when we were talking, we were talking about the issue of people receiving SMS alerts and how that triggers and light up their face. I always ask, is this the power of money? Because everybody loves to receive alert, though. Am I wrong?
Yes, like we were talking about the last time. The whole idea is money gives you a sense of significance and relevance. Money is like a trigger. It makes you happy. The abundance of it makes you happy. The less of it makes you sad. So it's a trigger. It's a good trigger and it's a bad trigger. Money is a stress reliever. Lack of it gives you stressor. But the real thing behind it is not necessarily the money. Money is a form of energy. So it's the energy that money brings that actually gives you, that lights you up. That's number one. Then number two, the meaning and the interpretation that we've given to money is what lights us up. The whole world actually depends on money to be able to transact. That's as long as you're in this physical realm, you depend on money to transact. Transactions are going on every time of the day, but you need a certain legal tender to transact. If tomorrow the group of world leaders come together and say, okay, now we'll no more use the term money to transact. We'll transact with plastic
or gold
or bottle or gold. Okay, if gold even has, let's use something that we see as irrelevant, and then we just from tomorrow we'll start changing the world system. Everybody's going to transact in wood because we've discovered that wood, when you plant it, it will grow. Everybody now stand. You will find out that the way people will stock up wood, it will make them happy. Why? The energy, the meaning and interpretation the whole world has given to that legal tender, that if you have more of it, you're significant.
And if you have less of it.
And if you have less of it, nobody, even there's a Bible scripture that talks about it in Ecclesiastes. It said, you can be a leader and very influential, but if you don't have money, nobody will listen to you. And everybody wants someone to listen to them. Everybody wants to be relevant.
Everybody wants to make money.
And significant.
Okay, yeah. But now, we've talked last week about how my background influenced my financial habit and the value I attach to money.
Are there mental health red flags that can indicate the need for financial intervention or vice versa? Again, Razak, thank you for this platform and the amazing work you are doing. I, Nuruddin Owoduni, look forward to hearing this important conversation featured in your show.
But we also talked about money personality. But I know beyond the money personality, when we talk about money archetype, how do people, I mean, many people might not even know their money personality. And for those who want to know, I mean, maybe you join the community. If you join the Money Mindset Clique, then you'll be able to take those tests and you have access to becoming. But how do people go beyond, I mean, from personality into issues around money attachment?
Okay, yes, money attachment styles. Money attachment styles is just basically how you attach to money. You can be so dismissive with money. You can be very anxious with money. You can be fearful with money. And you can be disorganized with money.
Let's take it one by one.
It's just how you emotionally
Let's take it
connect
one by one.
with money.
Dismissive?
Dismissive. So when you're dismissive towards money, it's like a facade, right? You don't want to check your bank account. You know the alerts, the debit alerts are coming, are chiming in on your phone, and you just don't want to check your balance because of this false mindset of, oh no, I don't want to see, once I see my account balance is doomsday, doomed. So you're dismissive towards it. You do, if someone pays certain money into your account, if you're a business owner, you just tell the accountant, okay, just handle it. You don't even want to, follow up and know what's happening daily in your business because of fear. And then you are anxious. Some people are anxious towards money. Every 1 naira counts. And really, if you're running a business, right, you cannot be having a budget by the pencil. You need at least a buffer. So there are some people, they're so anxious towards money. And in fact, some people call them stingy. Everything to the letter. If we're going to spend 2 naira on this, it has to be 2 naira. You don't even want to put a buffer of, okay, maybe.
But is it a crime?
Well,
is it bad from a mental wealth person?
Let's even go from a business perspective. It's not advisable. You always not have enough. So, for example, if you're making a budget for, as a business person, you're saying, okay, I want to sell this product for maybe $10,000 and my profit is going to be 5,000. Put at least a bit of budget to your costs selling price, rather. Make it maybe 12,000.
That's flexibility.
Exactly. So that even when your 5,000 comes in, there's still other things you will do. You still have your 5,000 intact. So yes, if it affects you as a business person, it's definitely going to affect you mentally because you will not have enough and the cushion. Yeah, for it. So that's people that are attached, anxiously attached to money.
That's the other more.
People are fearful, yeah. So people are fearful, maybe because they felt betrayed. Oh, I needed money and money wasn't there for me. Forgetting that it was the meaning and interpretation you gave to the money. Forgetting the fact that true riches and true wealth most times comes in form of relationships. Investing in the right kind of relationships, investing in the value you have as a person. So they become very fearful and they feel money has betrayed them. So therefore, some people hide under religion, some people hide under certain beliefs and like, no, the love of money is evil. So therefore, I don't want to have, when you say, okay, you're going to be a billionaire, they just feel, no, those billionaire people are bad, evil people. And then disorganized. Some people they don't want to hear about financial planning. They don't believe in it. They're just so disorganized when it comes.
I want to live my life as it comes.
As it comes, as the day. They will even tell you that the Lord's Prayer is give us our daily bread. So when today's bread is over,
we will ask for another one.
Exactly. So
what's the implication of that?
Oh my goodness. It's just like I'm thinking of so many proverbs in my head now. I don't even know which one to use. It's just like planning to fail. That's what it is. Some people, it's worked for them, but you'll find out that you can't scale beyond a certain level.
But does that also implies to, for example, when we say, I've seen this happening, and particularly for many of us from Africa, people pray to live long. God, I want to live long. I really but they don't plan what will happen to them when they then eventually live long. They are the one that ask for it, but did not plan for the future of that living long.
Exactly. Especially will. Now we're talking about financial system. Their wills, their estate planning. They don't plan what's going to happen to their will after they leave and all of that. Yeah, you're right. In Africa, I think it's a pandemic. A lot of people don't plan. Financial planning has really taken a
Please say it, because people are asking people to do that. And it sounds somehow when you say, come and have a financial planning session. People think, and they don't know the implication of that to their mental health. What's the implication of that?
Like I said, it's like planning to fail when you don't have a financial planner or an advisor.
My father did not have a financial plan. He owns a house. That's what people will tell you.
But did he scale beyond that? You know, now the world is becoming a global village with the advent of internet and social media platforms. And everybody wants to be seen as global, not local. And if you want to go global, you need financial planning, especially if it's not like you're working for a company. If you're working by yourself, at least you need to know, okay, where your personal finances are, where your business finances are, where your investments are, and all of that. All of this cumulatively help mental wellness and financial wellness. So the advent of money and your mental wellness, the two together, it's called your financial wellness and well-being. And there I say we have so many critical areas of life, but I like to narrow it down to 7 critical areas of life.
Let's go into that, because let's start drilling into around financial wellness and financial
well-being. Yeah. So your finance is one aspect, just one. Your relationship is another aspect. Where you find out in Africa, is either finances, relationship, or spirituality, and we're done. Well, you have your home and family, you have your mental wellness and well-being, you have your physical wellness and physical well-being, you have your self-esteem and your self-worth. They're just critical areas of life that if you do not nurture and take care of, they will all affect you.
Let's take it 1, 2, 3, 4, so that people can take notes.
Yeah, so your physical wellness and well-being has to be your health. And then your mental wellness and well-being. That's 2. Then the big one, the financials. And funny enough, they all tie into each other. They all feed into each other. So if something is wrong with your mental wellness and well-being, it's going to affect your family life, the relationship you have with your family. Yes. Okay, the physical, the mental, the financial, the relationship, the family life, even the emotional and the spiritual. So I've mentioned 7 critical areas. Some people go as far as breaking it to 12 critical areas of life, where you have the self-esteem, the self-worth, the career, the business.
Does the relationship sometimes too also not influence the finance? Because I know they are interconnected. Because sometimes the kind of relationship you build, and I think one of those days I will be talking about leverage and how people need to understand how you can use leverage. Because I feel sometimes your relationship also can help you better your finances.
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Like I said, everything is interconnected. All the critical areas of life are interconnected. And if you don't have a healthy emotional well-being, your relationships cannot be healthy. Your marriage cannot be healthy if you don't have a good emotional well-being. And when all of that, when your emotional well-being is not stable, your relationships is not stable, your marriage is not stable, it's definitely going to affect the way you spend. It's going to affect the way you make money. Like I said, we tie our self-worth, the way we see ourselves, self-worth, to money.
Let's now start giving in terms of critical tips. I mean, tips to kind of help people balance their mental health as well as balance their finances. So there are 2 sides to the coin. For those people we talked about last week, who has lost money from MMM, who have lost money from the recent Z-Best, who have lost money from other investment, legit investment, who have lost money from businesses. They're tired. They are thinking they don't want to try again. They are thinking, is it a crime to wish to have more? What are those 5 tips you could give to them to inspire them to balance their mental health and finance funds?
First of all, you have to understand wealth systems. So wealth systems is number 1, the financial systems of the world. If you find out that you've not done your due diligence on any investment, do not go into it. Do your due diligence. Even after you've done your due diligence and maybe you feel this is right, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Okay. It's not financially smart. You have a certain section for investments. You have a certain section for personal, taking care of yourself. And then you have a certain section for operational costs and all of that. So you have to understand that money is on 3 levels: the financial systems, the mindsets, which is the money mindset, and then the last one, which is like the energetic level, which is your emotions. The energetic level is broken down into your emotions, your nervous system, and your spirituality. So understanding that money is on those 3 levels is another thing. It's a very, very deep concept. Money is deep.
How do you balance the concept of instinct there?
Instinct too has to do with your emotions because it's your nervous system that is telling you something is wrong.
You know when you keep saying nervous system, some people are asking, what's the meaning of this?
So our mind is broken down. Imagine an iceberg. Everybody has watched Titanic, and if you haven't, please go and watch it. So imagine a big iceberg on an ocean, right? It has the surface you can see, but there's the bottom you cannot see. So your mind is broken down into three aspects. The top of the iceberg is the conscious mind. The bottom, under the sea level, is the subconscious mind. And then the very last end is the unconscious mind.
You know, if we keep going into this, we will go deep and deep and deep and deep. But as we kind of start thinking of wrapping up this conversation, I really want you to talk to people who are striving, attempting. But I keep telling people, you also need to be calm down. Don't look for money and kill yourself. Because if you don't have mental health, you cannot even make money. What's going to be those 3-4 set of advice that people can use to balance their mental health in the midst of trying to increase their finances?
First of all, you have to be aware of what is even disturbing you. Okay, I explicitly spoke about that in my book. It's on Amazon. It's called The Inner Wealth Playbook.
What's the title of the book?
The Inner Wealth Playbook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please check out for that on Amazon. Yeah.
The Inner Wealth Playbook by Coach Ceci Toyin. So you have to be aware of what it is disturbing you. And when you are aware of it, taking practical steps is changing your belief systems, because that's what is ruling you. Like we talked about the subconscious mind, that's what is ruling you. And practical stress reliever tips: make sure you walk in nature, take walks in nature, learn your deep breathing. You have to learn how to breathe. Deep breathing does a whole lot. I wish we had more time out of taking you through deep breathing process. But after changing the mindset, the deep breathing is to help you change the body sets or the heart sets, like we say. They both work hand in hand. So be aware, change the mindset, change the subconscious level, which is the deep breathing, and have a community, like the money mindset community. Be part of a community that actually talks about money and success.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much. For those who actually want to purchase the book, it's the Inner Wealth Playbook. And the Ceci is SESI. Just Inner Wealth Playbook by Coach Ceci Toyin. Please go and get it on Amazon and read for yourself. And if you really want to get more around things like the deep breathing, how you can do that, and many more, then join the Money Mindset Click. That's like a community where people kind of learn more. I hope this conversation has really give you an idea, because it's like giving you the foundation. And thanks to Nuruddin Ewoduni, who brought up this question. Really big thanks to you. I believe a lot of people would have learned from this. Coach Ceci, thank you once again. I really thank you. I mean, this that you've doled out is more than $1 million if you look at the word. But thank you really very, very much. And to everyone, you listening, please, can you drop your comments? Can you share with your friends? Can you hit the subscribe button if this is the first time you're watching? And turn on the notification. It's the Money Mindset Fit Hello, Your Excellency.